They corrected well over time. They were bunching early on. They were hesitant early on, but then they started to find their groove, and they just put the pedal to the floor.
So,
And
group stage over for the overtime golden showers, involved in a lot of tough games, a lot of tough series. I think they'll bounce back. I think a lot can be learned from the video of that game when they go back in that series and they watch, because they're not going to be happy with a lot of stuff that they saw, specifically because it's things that they know they can prevent.
yep,
And I would expect them to come into the tournament much cleaner, much, much more intense. The reality is they're not going to be the eighth seed, which is the only one where you kind of look at the right now. There's some really strong teams at the top, but everybody else kind of seems balanced. So I don't think they're going to be hurt much really for where they're put in. And also, we're running a double elimination tournament here, so even if you lose your first game of the tournament, you still have the chance to find your way and crawl your way through losers bracket. So plenty of time to go for the overtime golden showers.
oh, absolutely.
Just need to
They're
regroup
they're
a bit.
they're 1-2, but they're not the only team that's 1-2. Almost every team has already lost a match in the tournament. The Dunkaroos and Piece of Shit are both still undefeated, but they play each other next round, and so one is going to go home, one defeated.
I'm very
So
excited for that. I'm sure you are as well.
absolutely.
When it comes to the tournament for seeding, other than the win-loss records, the tiebreakers will be head-to-head, and then it'll be games won, and then probably goals scored or something. But I don't think it's going to need to be broken down to that much. I think it'll be pretty easily spread out. So the next two games we have for Hakeem Olajuwons, they'll be playing Opulent Nard and then Snot Rockets. And I got to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they ran the table the way they played today, and from what we've seen from the other teams. How do you feel?
Well, I mean, the fact that they've got that win under their belt, they're probably feeling good. They're feeling, there's a bit of intimidation when you haven't yet played in a tournament as to the skill that you're going to face. And I think they've just indicated they can hang, and I think that's going to contribute to their sort of their confidence, their resolve, and I think if they combine that and stop with the bunching, stop with the hesitancy, that I think we could see them potentially just go ahead and run through pool play.
Here's the problem that I see with that, the potential hiccup along the way that could prevent them from doing so. I think because they were playing a team today that A, didn't play to their best, and B, made similar mistakes to the ones that they were making, they got away with a lot of stuff. If we continue to see the
Definitely.
bunching play that they started with at the beginning, admittedly they did adjust towards the end, but if we see kind of that sloppy, all in the same place defensive sort of positioning by Orange, I think Rufus and JCA and those players can definitely make them pay for that. I don't think the overtime Golden Showers did a good job of making the Hakeem Olajuwons pay for their bad defensive mistakes today.
Agree. And the Hakeem Olajuwons did not do a good job of making the overtime golden showers pay for their mistakes.
No, there was a
either.
lot
And
of poor capitalization on opportunities.
right, and the fact is, you're gonna need to convert on more of those easy opportunities if you want to stay undefeated.
Definitely.
You're gonna need to really finish it off. There was that one goal where Chandler had it, showboated a little bit, and ended up not having it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Chandler made a couple questionable. Yeah, Chandler, we're going big camera on right now. Chandler, buddy, I gotta
Yep.
talk to you.
he can take it.
Listen, bud, you're a really good player. You played great today. You're captain of the team. I'm gonna need to see some better captaining out of you. Yeah, Mr. Science had a chance to knock in a goal. He's like, he was your second round pick. You gotta give him that goal, bud. You gotta organize your team. You're gonna
Yeah.
do good, but you gotta be the man you need to be to lead the team, Chandler. All right, that was dramatic. They played really well.
And I think they're going to have a lot more because what we saw was, I think, actually not a great playing Hakeem Olajuwon team either.
No, I don't think they
I
played.
definitely agree that old Overtime Golden Showers did not play up to the potential that we've seen.
No,
and
that
they
was the
still
worst.
Gave them a nice run.
That was the worst series the overtime Golden Showers have played of the three. I don't think you could really argue that. And it still wasn't easy, you know.
No,
Orange won. They played well for the series, but they didn't play to where they're going to need to play. They're not going to win the tournament playing like that. Let's just put it that way.
nope.
We would agree on that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Though I think they definitely have a team that if they can minimize those mistakes,
They
capitalize on the
can
other
win the
team's
tournament.
mistakes,
I think I
I think
saw
they
that
really
too.
can win the
Yeah,
tournament.
I saw
At the
that they
same
can,
time, now that we've now seen every team in this tournament,
which is
and I
big.
don't think there's a single team that we can definitively say is going to go deep, and I don't think there's a single team that we can definitively say is going to be out early.
No, it's hard. Uh, the highs of that team were very high.
Are we live?
We are live. Oh yeah, Marcus is joining us. Marcus, so what did you think of the Hakeem Olajuwons? Tell me what you thought of their play.
I did not watch. I was doing furniture shopping and trying to fix my DC issues with my headset, which are fixed.
Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard that Marcus doing furniture shopping during the tournament. Very, very adorable. So you got your headset fixed. That's good because we need to get back into to commentate some games. But you guys do have a game that almost happened tonight against each other. How were you feeling going into it? I'd like to hear from both of you.
I mean, just the general feeling of when it happens, how is it going to go, or something?
Yeah, yeah. Did you think you're going to go in and kick Farmer's ass, or do you? I want to hear. I want to hear it from the heart.
I mean, I think if I may speak briefly for Marcus, that he's a bit of a shook bitch right now,
Oh, is that so?
and he
Interesting.
knows that he's going to get trounced
Oh wow.
by Team Piece of Shit
So
when we
Farmer.
finally face off.
So Farmer sounds very confident. I would like to hear your side of the story.
Farmer's doing his best impression of WWE right there. I'm not scared. I think it's going to be a close series. I would like to think that defense would trump offense. I think Orange's ability to face a team in the finals is predicated upon his teammates setting him up. So I'm very excited to try to stop them from doing so.
You guys do kind of have like a kryptonite kind of opposite style of play, which is fun to watch. I enjoy
Absolutely, immovable object and unstoppable force situation.
Wow, so cocky, unbelievable, can't believe it. So let's see what else. So Marcus, we saw a pretty good performance by the Hakeem Olajuwons tonight. Not really surprising. They were going to be a solid team, but we did see a lot of room for improvement. So you didn't get to see any of the series tonight? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I was trying to connect to join in with the commentating, and when that didn't work, I was just so annoyed that I didn't even bother.
Okay, so I guess my follow-up question to that would be, who are you? Who do the Dunkaroos least want to play in the tournament first round? Let's say, assuming you want to go all the way through winners and not have to worry about the losers bracket, who's the team in winners bracket that you least want to face?
I don't think that team exists.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think we're very confident in ourselves.
Get them.
I think we're good enough where we feel like we can beat any team anytime.
Oh, is that
whether or
so?
not that actually happens
Okay.
is anybody's guess. I'm not worried. I mean, we could lose, sure, but I'm not going to go into any match thinking that will happen or have any kind of tendency to think that it could happen over one team compared to the other, I guess.
So what you're telling me is that you are of the mindset that you walk into every match expecting to walk out of that match the victor.
Well, I have to be. I mean, if I don't, then that's going to show in my game.
And then you don't want to let your boys down either. Speaking of which, it sounds like one of your boys is kind of hiding in the background right now. What do you think, Mr. Bedwetter? Do you think that you guys are going all the way downtown?
You have to, I guess, you know?
Yeah. So how are you feeling since your last game? And you know you had your breakout performance against Ariel. Have you been practicing a lot in the past couple of days?
Fuck yeah, Bedwetter.
You know what? I have been practicing, and I feel that I'm going to play better. I hope I do. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a moron.
Yeah.
Bedwetter likes to talk down about himself, but he's a very good player, and I was very happy to see him get like 4 fucking goals that night.
Here's a question I have for you. I just got an anonymous tip from somebody who will remain nameless, hence the anonymous tip, that Team Dunkaroos and Team Piece of Shit were very, very, very afraid to play the Little Pink Super Butts in the tournament. Can you comment? would you care to comment?
Whether or not we were afraid, we stepped up and beat the Little Pink Super Butts in 4. So
Yeah, you
what
did.
else you want?
I don't think the Little Pink Super Butts were playing up to their potential in that one. I'd love another crack against you guys.
I would like
Yeah.
to remind everybody that we have 1 total loss,
Okay, cool.
That's a
I
good
remain
response.
shook.
and
I
we've
don't-
played good teams.
Follow-up question.
Oh dear.
Follow-up question. Can we all agree, without
No.
a shadow of a doubt, regardless of our alliances or which side we're on or whose team, what team's playing what, that when it comes down to it, the only thing that really matters is that Super Butsy is the best player in the history of this game? Is that something we can all kind of, like, when I go out there, I just Rocket League gets a little bit better because of me? Is that something we can all get down with?
I admire your tenacity for praise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
You know, I respect it. If you can't make it happen on the field, it's better to pretend like you can make it while off the field.
I think I'm making it happen on the field pretty good, bud.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
I think I'm making it happen on the field real good.
Realistically speaking, as far as who's the best,
Me.
It's obviously
the
me.
margin is not very great, I feel.
Yeah, I know. It's
I don't
embarrassing
think-
how much better I am than everybody. It's weird.
Yeah.
There's no Michael Jordan of the Hipinion Rocket League. I'm sorry.
Except me, of course.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah.
You may be the Michael Jordan of commentating.
Oh, that's very nice.
Streaming.
I only
And Ori-
play so that I can hear the commentators say bedwetter with reverence.
I'm going to start calling you TBeds, I think. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I don't like it.
All right, there you go. I like you being honest, and I'll respect your thoughts on the matter, and I won't do it because I like you.
TBeds, what does that mean?
It's T for terrific and beds for half for bed wetter. It's like T-beds. You know what I mean?
Too bad.
That's all right. It's over. You don't want to do it. We're not going to call you that. I was just saying.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going
just
to
throwing it
bed.
out there. It's going to give you a nickname, and you just throw it right back at
It's
me.
like calling
some
you
sort...
ass butts. Hey, ass butts.
No, it's not like calling me S-butts.
Kind of is.
No, because it doesn't like roll off the tongue. Yeah, maybe I'm just being biased. So we got a whole other week.
Oh.
We got about 7 days now, or 6 days, I guess. Although admittedly,
Yeah, I
it's
have to. Can I announce that I'm going to be away like at the end of the month for a little bit?
yeah, at the end of the month, as in this month.
Yeah, this month.
Yeah, that's fine. Is it like this weekend? What? Just we don't have
Yeah,
to do this now.
basically Sunday to Sunday, really.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
I'm going to be gone for a while.
All right, we'll figure it out. You're going Sunday. Yeah, that could be a problem. We'll talk about it later. We have until Sunday for the next. We don't have that many games left to be played. We need 2 more for the Hakeem Olajuwons, then you 2 clowns have to play each other, and then we're done with pool play.
Yeah, we're done with 9 out of 12 pool play matches.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. It seemed at like the
I feel
first.
like, yeah. I've been practicing like swearing at my monitor playing against Farmer, so
Nice.
Has that been working?
no, but it feels really good.
Hey, Bedwetter, you just let me play goalie.
Okay, thank God.
I'm excited for that match. It's going to be fun.
I hate you so much.
This will be the 3rd time we'll have met up in official tournament play.
Yeah.
We're 1-1.
I've been. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that going Monday or Tuesday. Is that possible for you
It's going
guys?
to be Tuesday for me.
All right,
Monday's a no for me.
Let's shoot for Tuesday then.
Yeah, I think I'm basically good up until Sunday.
Might work. I'll have to look into it.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Damn it.
assume you'll be around.
I've got midterms coming up, so I just don't know exactly when.
Then,
But
like-
I think I'll be fine.
Maybe I could just play on an airplane. Maybe that'll work.
Can I stop you for a minute, Farmer?
Yes.
Can we talk?
Please do.
Where are your what's all this midterm talk? Where are your priorities?
Unfortunately,
yeah.
probably a little too heavily on Rocket League right now. We've spent so much time in the last week on this shit.
I'm going to respectfully disagree with you and say that you're an idiot, and this is the most important thing in the history of the world. So,
I didn't say it wasn't.
okay,
and I
good.
agree.
Okay, then I apologize for calling you idiot. That was out of line.
It was.
It's
But I
not
accept your apology.
good. That's cool. I'm glad we got past it. You said some things. I said some things, but we're
It all got a little too intense there for a minute.
good. Well, anyway, I think that's probably a good time to wrap it all up. We had a good.
No, there's no. You should keep chatting all night. Let's keep it going. Let's have the after party.
You just wanted to stream the after party where we just talk about 4 games of Rocket League for 6 hours straight.
Let's Goddamn
ESPN
right.
does it all the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's how they make their bucks, huh?
Yeah, we're slowly building ESPN.
Oh man,
We need to have
one broadcast at a
Radio
time.
on.
what should we call it? Butts ESPN?
Uh,
That
yeah.
I do like Butts ESPN. That's nice.
kind of rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
What about terrific BSBN?
What about
TBeds SBN.
yeah, TBeds BN?
TBeds BN.
I love man, Terrific Bedwetter has some of the best in chat shit talk.
I try my best.
Yeah, it's good.
That's like, I practice my shots a little bit, but I truly am practicing my shit talking. Like,
That's what ultimately is what gets you wins.
especially like, as far as like turning this into a career, I think that I just need to practice my shit talking.
Everyone can sink goals. Not everyone can truly shit talk.
I feel like shit talking is one of my finest skills.
You're pretty good at it.
Yeah, it's one of it's. I think it's the product of my neighborhood, growing up. A lot of
Boston
loudmouths.
boy.
Yeah, it's like everybody thinks they're the shit. You know what I mean? And you're like, I'd go around and I had about probably 15 to 20 kids in my neighborhood that were within like 5 or 6 years of me.
All thought they were the shit.
Yeah, but it's like, you play out. You're a bunch of dudes playing every day out in your neighborhood. It's like Lord of the Flies. You know what I mean? It's like a hierarchy assembles, and you have to like stand your ground.
While in Lord of the Fries, Piggy does
Yeah.
get fucked up. I think ultimately the surviving children are stronger for it.
Yeah, for every piggy, there's a Jack Maradu, right?
I believe so.
Was
I've read that book.
Was Jack Maradu the bad one? I don't remember.
I don't know. I mean, pretty much all of them were either douchebags or crazy by the end of it, or food.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough. It's a pretty tough place to live. Bunch of.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of those kids would have benefited from having the Rocket League quick chat menu.
Yeah, definitely. A simple, no problem. In response to a sorry.
Wow.
Could heal.
Oh
things.
my god.
That's one thing that's. So let's talk about. That's something we can talk about.
Oh, god damn it.
So, how long were we playing Rocket League until TeamSpeak or just Team Chat became a staple? Because that's definitely what kind of killed the quick chat of Rocket League. We used to be way more expressive in quick chat.
I try to maintain, but like I mess up so many plays by saying I've got it, and then I take my finger like off the steering wheel to hit I've got it.
Up on the D-pad.
No, I do that.
No. I'm saying I'm trying to inform
Wait,
all.
are you just using a metaphor here with the steering wheel, or do you actually drive with the steering wheel?
It's not really a steering wheel. It's like I've got an entire car that I have to spin. It's very hard.
Wait,
That sounds crazy.
Wait, I'm so confused.
You guys haven't seen my setup.
Yeah, he's like Richie Rich or something.
I would like to see your setup. Is there a way we can see your setup?
I've got a McDonald's installed inside the car that I spin.
That's amazing.
It's impressive inertia.
Do you remember in Richie Rich? So I don't remember much of this movie because I didn't like it, and I don't think I watched all of it. But he has
I've seen it 10 times.
They're in Mount Rush. Oh, it's Mount Richmore. I just remember that.
Mount Richmore, yeah. They carved the faces of the rich family into the side of the mountain. I actually totally love the message at the end of that movie.
What's the moral of the story?
Well, whoever the bad guy is, I don't know. Was it Bradley Whitford in that?
I don't know. My favorite '90s movie involving wealthy children was Blank Check by a long shot.
That was a great one too. But the nice thing about Richie Rich was the whole time.
Holy shit!
Like the bad guy's trying to get into the Richie Rich, like the rich vault,
Yes.
which is up in Mount Richmore.
Yeah, I remember the big glasses.
So like,
Shooter McGavin, right?
No, I think it was fuck.
I just searched Richie Rich, and each C in Richie Rich is like the cent sign.
Oh man, that's not even that rich.
Very rich, yeah.
Blank Check was
It's John Larroquette is the bad guy in that.
Hold on,
He's
what?
a great bad guy.
What did you just say about Blank Check?
Blank Check was bad for me. It said unrealistic expectations that some
God.
hot woman.
I thought you said it was a
was
bad
gonna
movie.
just run away
I was about to
with
lose
me.
my
And
I'm
I
mind.
so
was like,
impressed. Blank Check showed us how
underrated.
far $1 million could go in the 90s.
No, Blank Check was wildly inaccurate. Preston Waters dropped no less than $30 million in that movie, and he got it all for apparently under $1 million. That house alone.
Was that the one where Sinbad had like the weird like Oculus Rift setup?
I don't think Sinbad is in that
No,
movie.
I don't think Sinbad is.
There's a
He's
poor
like-
man's.
he's like
Admittedly, I
totally in a
haven't seen
mall.
Blank Check in forever.
No,
The only Sinbad in a mall I remember is that one where he's fighting for the
Jingle All
last
the Way.
action figure thing. Yeah,
Like,
Jingle All the
Sinbad
Way.
is on the VHS.
What,
Yeah.
what was
No.
the Sinbad movie where he moves in with the fucking SNL dude?
I don't know.
He's
There's a
trying to like the scratch offs or something like that. To God damn it, what was it called? That movie is fucking great.
There's like
I
a-
gotta download
there's
it.
like a poor man's Sinbad in Blank Check, and his like whole character is based around one line in the movie that ends up being crucial. It ends up
Is
being
it,
the
I'm gonna get you.
no. His name is Juice. That is the guy's name, and so when
What's my name?
yeah, but
This is also a good movie from the '90s.
give me a second. I'm trying to explain something to you here. So his name is Juice, and Preston Waters is the kid who has his bike run over by the guy who stole the money and is trying to launder it through this guy in the bank. So that guy hits Preston's bike with a car, and he just signs a check and gives it to him. And it just so happens that Preston Waters writes $1 million, which is the exact amount of money that's in the briefcase, and happens to go to the same exact bank, and this specific banker with the check from that guy. And the first thing the guy says to him is, "Juice?" inquisitively. And Preston Waters says, "No thanks, I'm not thirsty." And this man still gives him $1 million. And then he buys a minimum $5 million house, multiple trash barrels full of ice cream, rents out an amusement park, has a like at least 700.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't have to have bought the house full price. He could just have put the down payment.
Do you think he had the financial advisor at such an age to, put a down payment and then pay off a mortgage?
I mean, he
the
is
kid's
living in
got
a
$1 million.
universe that just lets him fill out a blank check for $1 million, and everybody's cool with that.
No, granted, I will say he is clever in the sense that he uses like the simple text on his Macintosh computer, hence his alias, Mr. Macintosh.
And hold on, his name is Preston.
His name is Preston Waters, but he assumes the alias Mr. Macintosh because he talks to people
That's right.
with the simple text on his Mac computer, so they think he's like a person. It's a deep voiced.
It sounds like this dude is killer with the money.
He's very clever.
Oh my god,
He's
what a
very
shot.
clever. He makes his money go a long way. But what I'm saying is, Blank Check really, really just stretched the amount of things you can buy for $1 million, because he buys well over $1 million worth of things.
Well, this was 19.
It's like 94.
90.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. we're like, it's Clinton times. Things are good.
This was
It was in the
9/11.
good times, yeah. Everybody was just throwing $1 million here, $1 million there. Sure, that kid can have $1 million.
He has like a 50-screen television that's just a bunch of televisions. He has a second floor water slide that goes from out of his bedroom into the pool in his backyard. He has a go-kart.
Which let's discuss. Unless he has installed it, and I admittedly haven't seen this movie in forever, but unless he installed it, what he did was manage to find a house where some amazing rich dude had put a water slide into his house.
Yeah. We never see any of the construction, assuming he like made some of these alterations on his own.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's typical of those houses of
Yeah.
the day.
There's also a poor man's John Candy, who's like his limo driver and buddy, who's a pretty good character. And
Oh,
yes, and the female FBI or whatever agent, that was like, she was so unbelievably like, it was like a weird time, because that's such a weird thing. She like goes on dates with him and stuff. She gets all dressed up all sexy with him and puts
Oh
up
yeah,
lipstick.
what the fuck was up with that?
Yeah, there's a weird
I mean-
romance plot.
The kid's a millionaire.
Yeah,
I'm
I guess
telling you,
what they say is
this little
true.
kid-
All you need is money.
There's
You
no-
can even be a 12-year-old.
Well, no, but it ends up being that she's just, trying to, get information out of him. But stuff, yeah, it's really weird, because, like, that movie was catered to kids our age. So all of a sudden I'm thinking
Yeah.
hot FBI
and
ladies.
If you don't think that I wanted to go on a date with that FBI agent too, you're crazy.
She was a Mondo babe.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're thinking at that age, like, oh my god, I wish I was him. It was a bad setup for me. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna just suddenly have millions of dollars, a big ass fucking like LCD screens set up in my room.
He had his
and
own
then
set of
some
sumo
FBI
suits.
agents would show
He had a
up.
moonwalk.
I had a vivid delusion, like complete delusionality about how checks worked after that movie.
Oh, that's
Money
great.
in
I'm
general.
glad you
I
said
was
that.
Like what the like? This is
Holy
magical.
shit,
These pieces
I'm
of
watching
paper
that.
can just give you $1 million.
Yeah, I'm so happy you just said that. So listen to this. This is going to be kind of long. So I
Holy
had
shit.
So when I was younger, I can see the picture in my room now. When I was younger, I drew a picture of Drew Bledsoe, the quarterback for the New England Patriots. And my uncle worked at a place that he frequently visited, so he brought the picture, and Drew Bledsoe got it signed. And my mom got
Sick.
it. Yeah, so he got it signed, and my mom framed it. So it's like, I know, I like it. It's like this thing I've had since I was a little kid. Anyway, I was cleaning my room when I was in high school, and I took that off the ceiling to like dust it down, and a small check fell down from it, and I had written a check from my dad to me for $1 million after watching that movie, and I put it behind there, and I had like forgotten about it for like 10 years, and then I discovered it, and I showed it to my dad. So apparently I was planning on robbing my dad of $1 million that he didn't have because of that movie.
Yeah, committing like a major felony
against my father, of whom which I am named after.
But think about what you could have bought. I mean, this kid, I'm just looking at this trailer, and he bought, not only did he buy a water slide, but he bought the American Gladiators, that ball they rolled in.
Yeah, and he drives around a go-kart and pushes the ball with the go-kart.
Yeah,
into bowling pins that are huge.
That movie completely set exactly what I would do if I won the lottery as a kid for like a decade of my life.
Yeah.
Even now, I'm like, I need at least 10 bowling pins.
I mean, I would love a slide in my house.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have any idea how many people die because they
Hold
fall
on.
down the stairs that you'd save yourself from?
No, who is questioning?
Yeah,
Nobody's
they fell and
questioning.
this happened to slide.
Frankly, I think we should regulate slides in every residence of this fine country.
I just want to say that nobody is questioning whether Preston Waters he had impeccable taste. He made.
Apparently, the voters are.
Oh yeah, well, unbelievable. Oh,
Yep,
Mr. Science. Mr. Science says that Preston Waters invented Rocket League. Full circle, and he's got a point because that go-kart pushing the ball.
Real talk, that go-kart had the.
It had a spoiler, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's gosh darn. Oh my god, I can't remember the word. What's the word of the thing?
God damn it.
You're gonna have to give us a little bit more than that.
License plate. There we go.
Oh, it's got a license
plate.
plate.
And it said Kaka King. What does that mean?
He's a king of poop, apparently. That's terrible. So he has a license plate on it, which means that Preston. There's so much. Like, how did he get through bureaucracy? Like, I don't understand how they didn't pick up on this. Like, what kind of person sells a home to a man on a computer voice over the phone and never meets him?
People that don't know how the internet works.
Yeah, it was oddly prescient.
Man.
Yeah, it predicted the financial crisis, really.
Guys like Preston Waters were just going to walk into town with phony checks, just walk out of the bank with $1 million like it was no big deal. And God, we really need to talk about the guy at the beginning who just willingly hands over $1 million to a 10-year-old kid. How bad at your job?
I mean, that guy was drunk driving.
That guy's
ran over a child.
Oh no, that was a different guy. That was the guy who wrote the check. He's not the banker who accepted the check and gave a briefcase full of $1 million to a 10-year-old kid.
Well, I mean, come on. You're not going to insult a customer who may be a little person and just assume that they're a 12-year-old child.
Hey, Orange.
Yo.
We need you in ranked.
Okay.
We got some shitty teammates.
How many guys you got playing?
FBI, just Pudis and I right now in some
Okay,
rando.
cool. Oh, you guys?
It's terrible.
That's gonna be a bad team.
Yeah. What the fuck? I appreciate not getting the call in here, coach.
Yeah, what's up with that? It's fucked up. He had Bedwetter there the whole time.
So he wants
Pudis
me to
already
play.
invited Orange. Pudis already invited Orange, that's why.
It's fine. I'm already knee-deep in Angels in the Outfield.
Veggie Bro says Google Karen Duffy.
Angels in the Outfield. That is a 90s classic.
Do we want to? Oh my God, Karen Duffy. That's her, all right.
And periodically, when I'm in the right position of a crowd of people, I just start flapping my arms, and I haven't yet gotten everybody to join in, but it'll happen.
You know what the most vivid thing that I took out of that movie was, and it's really depressing, but it's the thing that resonates with me the most, is when the little kid.
Run backwards.
It's when the little kid is talking about his stomach ache from hunger in the car.
Oh, brutal.
Aww.
Yeah, that movie is sad.
Oh, it's a killer, because the whole time you're like, his dad's going to come back, right?
No,
and
he's
you're
not.
still a kid, so you don't, like, automatically know that, of course, his dad's like a dirtbag and never coming back.
Hey, speaking of sad, have you guys seen Turner and Hooch?
Fuck
Come
yeah.
on.
I can't even pronounce half of that.
That dog fucking dies at the end. What is going on?
Man, this took a
Dude,
weird
any
turn.
movie where the dog dies at the end,
Yeah.
was
Good.
just shredded me as a kid.
Is that
Where the,
worse?
where the red fern grows is like the most brutal dog dies at the end movie ever. And then there's a sequel, and the lady at Blockbuster like said that no dogs die in the sequel. So like my mom was like, okay, we can rent it for me and my
That is
brother,
fucked
'cause,
up.
like,
Why would she lie?
Yeah. So in the sequel, not only do dogs die, but so does Grandpa. And so my mom like leaves the room and comes back in, and me and my brother are just like wailing on the floor, like we completely fall into pieces. My mom really wasn't pleased with that Blockbuster lady.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing to do to a kid.
Yeah.
That rocked me to my core.
Yeah.
What a weird lady. I'm trying to think of emotional. I remember watching Independence Day when like that dog jumps into the room with.
It was so clutch that dog survived in that tunnel explosion thing.
Yeah, I vividly remember my mom being like, "Thank God the dog lived." I remember being like, "So many people just died."
Imagine that movie if the explosion swept through right before the dog got there, and the dog was just vaporized,
Just incinerated. Oh man,
yeah, just completely incinerated.
I think it just added to the mystique of that incredible film.
Yeah,
I think everybody had that film on VHS.
I watched it. I watched
it.
it with my at the time like 82-year-old grandfather who had literally like fought in World War II, like biggest badass ever, like went on the Bataan Death March, escaped from a Japanese POW camp, like
it's so scary.
badass life. And we're like partway into Independence Day, and all the explosions start happening, and he hasn't really seen much in the way of movies recently and doesn't really know what's up. And he turns to my dad, and he was like, "What the hell is this?"
And you're like, "Sir, this is Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman, and it's great."
Yeah, he had no idea what to make of an alien blowing up the
We're making the
Capitol.
piss room.
Oh, you're making the piss room.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just.
Trista wants to play. You guys just complained that I didn't invite you.
Wait, if Contristo's on, can't we get a game going?
The only team you can play is currently Farmer's team, and their one player lives in Ireland, and it is currently 3:30 in the morning, and he has to work tomorrow. So we're not going to make. He waited up.
You're calling them a team of cowards.
No. Seamus stayed up till 5 a.m. the other night to play a game.
Oh shit.
So.
That's dedication.
So in the future, we're actually we might have to plan for this game specifically on Tuesday at a decent time, because he said he's willing to get up at 5 a.m. to be ready for it, but I'd rather not have to make him do that. You know.
Man, I'd rather not my teammate have just woken up either.
Yeah, that's the thing. So.
We could try to do an earlier game, right?
In Seamus' defense, though, man, he's playing good.
No, he's doing great.
Who is that guy? Never seen that name. Speaking of the FBI chick from that movie, gave me unrealistic expectations, so much so that when I was watching Saved by the Bell, I managed to send a fan letter to Kelly.
Oh man!
And she sent me back a lingerie photo of herself. I'm like
Give me a
8 years
break!
old, by the way.
Are you kidding me?
She sends me a lingerie photo of herself with a signature, and it says, "May all your dreams come true."
Oh, well, that's so fucked up.
You're lying.
You were my dream.
Did they?
You were literally my dream, you jerk.
Where is that photo? You must upload and post that photo.
It's in my parents' basement somewhere. I'd have to find it.
Dude, I can't believe you got a letter from Kelly Kapowski. Oh my
I got his
God.
autograph when I was at Disney World.
Whose?
Oh, that freaking jerk took my boost.
Whose autograph did you get in Disney World?
Isaiah Thomas. I was like 2 years old. And,
Oh, that's cool.
he was going to his car with his family, and my sister asked him to sign an autograph, and I held the paper or something.
That's awesome. I got Michelangelo's autograph in Disney World, really MGM Studios, and I was very excited about that.
That's impressive. He's been dead for a long time.
You know who wasn't there, though? Was Raphael, and that devastated me, because he was my favorite turtle.
How can the turtles go to shot alone?
So in Disney World back in the day, they had this thing where, like, they had, like, varying levels of mascot frequency, and, like Donald Duck was considered, like, a rare mascot to find, and, like, getting their autographs were, like, valuable in, like, a collector's sense. Not, like, I don't think any financial.
I love that.
Yeah.
So cool.
And the turtles were, like, hard to find in MGM Studios. Yeah, it was, like, you were, like, lucky to find them. And I found Michelangelo and Donatello. I did not find Leonardo or Raphael. And I was very disappointed because Raphael is my favorite. I love Donatello, but Raffi is my absolute favorite.
I got a green army man signature at Disneyland.
Oh, that's
That's
cool.
not even a character.
It's totally a character.
It's like a bit of plastic. It's not even.
They play an integral role in Toy Story. How dare you?
Yeah, that's something I loved about
Yeah,
Toy Story.
yeah. I'm gonna drop out of this game so
Toy
Contristo
Story
can
was one
play.
of the best.
I'm gonna just keep talking to you guys though. Yeah, Toy Story is a great film. It's a good time.
I'm just gonna keep ramming my teammates.
Did you guys see Toy Story 3?
By the way, Bedwetter, we didn't mention how a minute ago we allowed a goal by running into each other and continuing to stay locked face to face.
Yeah, I know. I'm really glad we didn't mention that.
That's adorable.